I want to talk now a little bit about the data mining. We began hearing this term data mining when Edward Snowden, the spy, began informing the world about what's going on in the National Security Agency. Then we found out that this agency is collecting and storing in gigantic computers 2 billion phone calls a day. They monitor our text messages. They read our emails. They watch our pictures and videos that we put in Facebook. They track our movements as we walk on the sidewalks and enter buildings, because those cameras you see everywhere, they are recorded by the NSA in gigantic computers. So they know where we are, they know who we meet with, they know that we're here because we are carrying a phone, right? A cell phone or an iPhone. So they know that we're here because that phone is connected to the National Security Agency. So they know where we are, they know what we do. Then we have a program called PRISM, P-R-A-S-M, that monitors 9 internet companies: Facebook, Apple, Microsoft, Google, and Yahoo. Additionally, NSA keeps tracks of what we buy. They know our purchases. So they know if I get conservative magazines, they know I'm a conservative. If they know I buy books from conservative from Amazon or whatever, they know I'm a conservative. If I buy the other books, they know I'm the other way, I'm a progressive. Or they know I'm an idiot because I don't buy anything, I don't read anything. I know that too. Maybe it's better to be an idiot in these days and not to know what's going on. Anyway, so they know everything about us, and it is now in a, you want to call it a surveillance state at best, or a police state. I call it a police state, not a surveillance state. More than a surveillance state. We have scandals like Eric Holder spying on 100 journalists from Associated Press in 3 cities of the United States. He wanted to put in jail James Rosen, the Fox News Washington, D.C. correspondent, because he was talking bad about the Obama administration. I mean, we're very close to being a police state right now. And the scandal was so great that they have to back off, obviously. And then, of course, now Obama wants to move from the adults into children. So he wants the students in public schools and their parents, they're going to use data mining on all of us, and they're going to implement a very intrusive data tracking system, which is part of what they call the State Longitudinal Database System, which is going to track 400 points for each student in the public schools. A 95-page report that you can read in the internet, as I have, was prepared by DOE, that's the Department of Education, DOE, in Washington. That report is called Promoting Grit, Tenacity, and Perseverance, Critical Factors for the Success in the 21st Century. You can access that going to the website of DOE, and you can read it. It's hardly comprehensive. I mean, it's very difficult to read. It was written by 25 socialist professors of education from different Ivy League universities. So you know how they can write and talk. Anyway, so with that report, obviously we know that grit, tenacity, and perseverance is wonderful. It's wonderful to instill that in children. It means they need to have courage and determination to continue doing something even though it's very difficult. It's wonderful to have those qualities. You wouldn't be a successful person unless you have those qualities. But do we need all these fancy sensors to determine that? Of course we don't. So this data mining is going to be collected and stored by a corporation called In Bloom Incorporated, a private organization funded again by the Melinda and Bill Gates Foundation. Also, another corporation run by Rupert Murdoch is the owner of News Corporation, who owns Fox News and the Wall Street Journal. So we have in bed progressive and conservatives pushing common core. It's not a question of conservative on one side, progressive on the other. There are people that are opposed and supported from both ideological levels. And Murdoch, of course, we know that in Great Britain, he was spying on royalties, he was spying on celebrities, he was paying money to the police to collect personal and private information to put it in his newspapers in Great Britain. So he is certainly not opposed to collecting and data mining for his own benefit. So he has a corporation for wireless generation. And this corporation is going to be working on the database infrastructure. So you have this supposedly conservative anti-Obama person in bed with Obama. All right, so In Bloom invited 9 states to participate in this pilot program, extracting information from kids and their parents. And in the spring of 2013, 4 of the 9 states withdrew because they had serious concerns with lack of privacy with what they were doing. The states that withdrew were Louisiana, Georgia, Delaware, and Kentucky. They pulled out of the pilot program. And the other states, Colorado, Massachusetts, and North Carolina, are reconsidering their participation in the pilot program within Bloom. However, New York and Illinois, they continue to be part of that. Of course, in New York City, we just elected a communist as mayor. Bill de Blasio, who works in San Luis in the 1980s, is now the mayor of New York. So now we got a Marxist president, and we have the largest city of the United States, also run by a communist. So we're doing just fine as a nation. Well, this corporation, In Bloom Corporation, is going to collect all this data. They cannot guarantee the security of the information they store, since when you transfer the information from the school, supposedly, to In Bloom, it can be picked up at anywhere, just like Obamacare. The website cannot guarantee privacy. Already there are many scandals right now. When somebody goes to the government website to try to enroll, if they can, because apparently no one has enrolled, they are seeing information from other people there, social security numbers. So there is no privacy at all in the government website for Obamacare. There is no privacy here either. So when they extract this information from it, they're going to ask information on social security numbers, date of birth of parents. That's going to be stolen by any thief who wants to steal it. Because when you transfer something electronically, there are enough people that know enough technology to collect that information and steal our identity. So this, but nevertheless, even though the information cannot be guaranteed, the security of the information they're going to extract, In Bloom is going to charge $5 per student in the school board anywhere in the United States for them, for the pleasure of stealing their privacy and collecting the information. They have to pay on top of that $5. Of course, that information will later be sold to the highest bidder. Corporations that want to acquire the information, whoever wants it, they'll sell. Now, in the brochure that you picked up, I want you to look to page 5 out of 10. That brochure that says Common Core. Page 5 out of 10. And I want you to look at the 4 sensors that this 95-page report on grit, perseverance, and tenacity is proposing. Page 5 of 10. You see the drawing there? You cannot read it really well, but you see the picture of the drawing. You see it? Page 5 of 10? All right. There are 4 sensors that are proposing to use while students are engaged in instruction. This is what the teacher is teaching. 4 sensors for the student. One is called the facial expression camera. It's just a camera, recording the face of the student as he listens to the teacher explaining a lesson. That happens to be illegal in our county because teachers cannot have any video cameras in their classroom. So I don't know how to do that. And this may never happen, but this is what's being proposed. Hopefully it will never happen. So that's one sensor. The other one is called posture analysis sit. Now the kid is sitting in the chair or in the desk in his classroom. The other one is the pressure mouse, how he presses the mouse using a computer. And another sensor is called wireless steam conductance sensor. I can't even pronounce that. And that's a bracelet they're going to put on the children. And it's a device, all of these devices have to detect emotion. The camera, the facial camera is going to capture facial expression, and the software on the laptop extracts geometric properties on the faces, such as the distance, listen to this, between the corner lips and your eyes, and they're also going to measure and give you points for your smile. If you are smiling or not smiling, it will be a smiling score component. This sounds like bad science fiction, right? It doesn't sound like, it sounds something like Brave New World, 1984, George Orwell. This is what it sounds like to me. The camera is going to capture interaction patterns, for example, tracking eye movements, to see whether learners are paying attention while the teacher is explaining a problem. Looking at, now the teachers are so overwhelmed with work How in the world, I mean, this is so stupid. How the teacher's going to, I mean, in a high school, you may have 200 kids that you're teaching every day. How is the teacher going to have time to look at a video of one of 200 kids to detect whether that kid is paying attention to it? It's so stupid. Unless it's another reason for this. Goes to the computer and they say.
That's right.
So now they know how we look already. Now they want to know how the kids look. And they're inventing now a system where they're going to track through your eyes who you are. The technology is not there yet, but it's almost there. So they're going to know, NSA is going to know, when they know what my eyes look like, that I just enter Verdines, or I enter a store, Macy's, yeah, Verdines over. Macy's. To buy, they know I'm there because they know what my eyes look like. Now that's wonderful to fight terrorism. Yeah, get all these terrorists with your eyes. But why me? I'm a law-abiding person. Why do I need to know my eyes? Unless they want to kill me, because I'm trying too much against Obama. So we need to get rid of that guy. Where is he? Send a drone. There's Frank in the parking lot. Send a drone. Drone's going to be this big. With one bullet. Bang! In my head. Oh, a criminal just killed Frank. There's just so much crime in my mind. And the government killed me. And we're getting there soon.